points, but they had to stop the game, dog, because Caitlin Clark fouled Angel Reese to smithereens. I mean, she hit her so hard, bruh. She looked like Sonic when Sonic hit all the coins.
It's a tough one. It is a really, really tough one because Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are in fact one of the tougher teams to game plan for. They really are. And in this game,
in the WNBA, as Caitlin Clark just gave Angel Reese a reality check so hard, we think the scoreboard needed therapy. Oh yes, the Indiana Fever torched the Chicago Sky in a game that had more drama than a Real Housewives reunion. The WNBA court is turning into a gladiator arena, and at the center of this spectacle, none other than rookie sensation Caitlin Clark, America's golden girl, with a killer jump shot and nerves of titanium. And on the other end, Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie with swagger, style, and a chip the size of Chicago on her shoulder. The Indiana Fever just handed Chicago Sky a brutal loss. And baby, it wasn't just a game. It was a statement. The ice-cold clash, Clark versus Reese. The match was circled on every fan's calendar like it was Christmas morning. The storyline? Caitlin Clark, the sweet yet deadly Iowa legend who's become the face of the WNBA's future, versus Angel Reese, LSU's queen of the clapback, known for her unapologetic trash talk and iconic taunts. This was no ordinary rookie rivalry. This was personal. This was spicy. This was payback with a side of sass. From the opening tip-off, Caitlin was locked in like she had a vendetta to settle. And maybe she did. After weeks of being body-checked, elbowed, snubbed, and questioned, Clark clearly had enough of the welcome to the league treatment. And what better way to clap back than to light up the scoreboard while leaving her critics in her dust? And honey, that's exactly what she did. Caitlin's revenge. Stats don't lie. Caitlin Clark delivered a scorching performance, dropping dimes, draining deep threes, and slicing to defenders like hot butter on cornbread. Every possession was a masterclass in poise and precision. By the end of the game, Clark had racked up over 23 points, 9 assists, and a couple of steals for flavor. And let's talk about those no-look passes. Excuse me, but is she auditioning for the Harlem Globetrotters? Because she had defenders spinning like they were stuck in a washing machine. Meanwhile, Angel Reese? Well, let's just say the Bayou Barbie had a bit of a meltdown. Angel's rough night. The karma clapback? It was a rough outing for Reese. And the cameras didn't miss a thing. Between missed rebounds, clumsy fouls, and a few sideline eye rolls like a curdled milk, Angel looked like she was trying to find her rhythm and just kept dialing the wrong number. And social media? Oh, it noticed. X, formerly Twitter, exploded like it was the Met Gala of shade. Tweets poured in faster than Caitlin's fast breaks. Caitlin Clark is cooking while Angel Reese is just seasoning. Did Angel Reese leave her game in Baton Rouge? Somebody check if Angel's edges are still intact, cause Caitlin just snatched her soul. Y'all, the internet can be cruel, but was it wrong? Let's not forget, Reese had been one of the loudest voices throwing not-so-subtle shade at Clark during their college rivalry. The infamous "you can't see me" gesture? Iconic. But you know what they say about karma? It wears sneakers and shoots from a logo. The foul play and the drama. The tension wasn't just in the stat sheet. It was in the body language, the glances, and yes, the fouls. Midway through the third quarter, Reese got tangled up with Indiana's post player on what looked like a desperate reach. The refs weren't feeling generous, and that whistle blew loud enough to echo across the timeline. And Caitlin? She just smiled. Now, it wasn't a smug smile. It was that kind of smirk you give someone when you know you just ended their villain origin story. The bench reactions. Hollywood could never. The Indiana Fever bench? Exploding with energy like they just got told they were all getting new Teslas. Even the assistant coaches were giving chest bumps. And fans? Honey. They were waving signs that said Risu and Clark County, population dominant. Let's be real. This wasn't just a win. It was a public undressing. Reese eventually fouled out and walked the bench with that look. You know the one, like your mom just scolded you in the cereal aisle. The cameras zoomed in, because of course they did. Meanwhile, Caitlin was still dishing out assists like Oprah handing out cars. You get a bucket. You get a dime. You get humiliated. Post-game shade or maturity? Now, you'd think someone would throw shade in the post-game interviews, right? But Caitlin, poised as ever, kept it classy. When asked about the physicality of the game, read Angel Reese's constant fouling and glaring, Caitlin just said, "It's part of the game. We're all competitors. I just focus on what I can control." Translation? Asterisk, I let my game do the talking, darling. Asterisk. Meanwhile, Reese? She was noticeably less chatty in her media scrum. A few vague comments about bad calls and just trying to stay aggressive, but nothing concrete. Maybe the defeat was still marinating. This game didn't just happen on the hardwood. Oh no, it became an all-out internet war between Team Caitlin and Team Reese. Caitlin's fans hailed her as a WNBA savior, claiming she's finally shutting down all the noise and earning her respect the right way. Reese's defenders accused refs of being too harsh, and critics of dog-whistling coded language. Yep, it got deep, it got heated, and it got messy. Some fans even brought race and media bias into conversation, arguing that Caitlin is celebrated for the same passion that Reese is punished for. And while there's a conversation to be had about double standards in media portrayal, one thing for sure, Caitlin Clark cooked, and Angel Reese got burned. Legacy loading. What this means for the WNBA. This rookie class has brought something to WNBA we haven't seen in decades. Drama, storylines, tension, and buzz. The Clark Reese saga isn't just fueling viewership. It's reviving interest in a league that's long been overshadowed. Merch is flying off the shelves. Ticket sales? Up. Streaming numbers? Higher than ever. Like it or not, these women are changing the game. And whether you're rooting for the humble sniper from Iowa or the flashy firecracker from LSU, you're watching, you're talking, and that means the WNBA is winning, even if the Chicago Sky isn't. So, let's wrap this up, my famous fans. Caitlin Clark didn't just play basketball. She performed an exorcism. She came into that game with receipts, a highlight reel, and a cold-blooded determination to end the nonsense. Angel Reese? She'll bounce back. She's too talented not to. But on this night, she got put in her place. The Indiana Fever made sure of it. And Caitlin? She iced the cake with a dagger 3 that basically whispered, "Tell the haters I said hi." So next time these two meet, oh, it's going to be personal. Again, drop your comments. Are you Team Clark, Team Reese, or just Team Drama? And don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell, or you'll miss the next video of WNBA.